Great day and welcome to another episode of Dr. Yano Kelly. Today I want to talk to you guys about, I want to go more in depth with talking about the dark feminine. And let me tell you all something. You know, I didn't know about the dark feminine. I really didn't know anything about the feminine, to be honest with you, until these last, I want to say the last year and a half, maybe 2 years, maybe max 3 years for sure. And so as I have been embarking upon my spiritual awakening journey, I knew about the masculine, but I didn't know too much about the feminine, or really hardly anything, just even the acknowledgement of it. I guess because we have a tendency as humans to see it as male and female, but diving into the masculine and the feminine, and then diving into the divine masculine and the divine feminine, it's like levels to this thing. But today I want to talk about the dark feminine. And I remember initially embarking upon the dark feminine, there was like mixed emotions. And one was, I'm not too sure, because of the distorted information when it comes to the feminine, period, in general. But then there was a part of me was like, oh my gosh, there is like this badassness is what I want to say, about when it comes to the dark feminine. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we have help. Okay, so my initial encounters, and I want to tell you guys about how I initially encountered the dark feminine. So I was on a room trip, and it started being revealed to me about, look at it blowing, about the dark feminine. And I actually went into myself and had no idea that she was there. And so I went into the shadows of myself, and that is where she was like, oh my gosh, I've been waiting on you. It took you long enough. And it was like the dark feminine of myself. And I could feel her hurt and her pain for me, because I didn't know she was there. I had no clue that I had a dark feminine. And embarking upon that, I realized how all of my pain, because literally this is what she said. She was like, do you know how hard it was for me to watch and see you get used and abused? And I became emotional, because I didn't know that there was a divine protection within me, because we are taught to look outside of self, to look for a man as a protector. Look for police officers to protect us, judges to protect us, doctors to protect us, from a health standpoint. It's like in the banks to protect us. It's like all this, we looking at all these beings, these people to protect us in different areas of our life. When you think about the principal and the teachers protecting us, in school, just like all of this, the programming, the matrix programming. And not realizing that we have an inner protection. Now, y'all, listen to me. As I'm talking, I'm getting a revelation. I have been teaching the divine feminine how we don't need a man to make us feel protected, because the protection is within. But the revelation that I'm getting is, okay, I'm connecting the protection to the dark divine feminine. Mind you, I did a TikTok saying that the dark feminine has risen. She's not rising, she has risen. And her job is to protect. Okay, I'm connecting the dots here. This is why I love doing videos for you guys, because a lot of times, like, I have a topic, and then as I'm talking to you guys, things will start connecting. And so, and I love when this happens. I love how this happens for me. But okay, so I explained, and I was shown how the dark feminine, her job is to protect the love and light feminine. Mind you, this protection that she's protecting, it's not a lot of, I think a lot of women think that she's here just to protect us. But let me tell you, no, she will rise up against the distorted feminine, because that's her job. Her job is to rise up against the distorted feminine and also the distorted masculine. She's not here to destroy the masculine. She's just here to distort, to transmute, or get us through eliminating Yes, transmuting, alchemizing the distorted feminine and masculine and low vibing energies that is stopping the progression of the elevation of life in general. We are life. This planet has life. So remember, she's the mother of life. So her job, she has arisen now. She's been suppressed due to all the things that have been going on. She's been suppressed, which is why she has risen. And even in her rising, yes, she has an anger, but she knows how to. And y'all, this is what my even dark feminine has told me, that she knows what to do. She knows not to misuse her power. And it's our own, as the divine feminine, it's our fear that's blocking her from fully like rising. But I got recently that she has fully risen, because there's a lot of us that has walked out that fear. So I feel like her energy, and then I'm going to y'all because there's so much more. So I feel like just the pure divine feminine energy, both love and light, also with the dark feminine, the light feminine and the dark feminine. So now they're going to work together. And there are those of us that have walked out. So they're going to use those of us that have already, we're fearless now. We are open to both our, not just our love and light, but we are now open to our shadow, and we now trust ourselves, because this divine feminine also needs us from the human aspect to be able to trust how this energy and this power is going to flow through us. Mind you, while the other feminines get it together. Now, as you guys know, we not only do we have feminine in the female body, but we also have feminine in the masculine body as well. And so I want you guys to understand from a masculine perspective that they are rising up in their emotions, and it's going to start with them freeing themselves from an emotional standpoint. Mentally, it's not really hard for a masculine, because remember, he's physical. But when it comes to the emotions, because the emotions tied to spiritual, and it's also tied to the feminine aspect. So we have a lot of our masculines that's doing the work and that's rising up. And for those of you ladies that want to meet the emotional masculine, you're going to have to shift. Okay, you're going to have to get to a place where you're controlling your emotions and not your emotions controlling you, especially when it comes to the union, the twin flame. Remember, it starts within. So it's the healing of the masculine within, and the healing from the masculine. This is what's going to heal our masculines on a physical level, because we keep looking at it physical, but we're not understanding it happens spiritual. And happening spiritual meaning it's happening within us. As the divine feminine rises herself, she's now going to nurture and heal the masculine that's within. So those of us as females who's been walking in our masculine energy, our divine feminine energy is here to heal that masculine where we don't feel safe, where we don't feel protected and provided for. That feminine within us is going to bring that. But we have to open up our hearts, and that love, start with the love for yourself, opening your heart for love for yourself, and then you will be able to open it for other things. So let's get back to the topic at hand, which is the dark feminine. So now, with that being said, I have been able to see how all of the dark feminine entities have become one. Now, mind you, it's still okay. So when I say it's become one, it's like I could feel the power of the one, like all of them has come together. It's like, I'm gonna tell y'all how I see it from a physical standpoint. It's like they're all holding hands. Like the Care Bears. If you ever watched the Care Bears back in the day where they held hands and then they emit their light. Okay, so it's like I see them in a circle and they're holding hands and they're emitting their energy, and it's like going up. When I say the dark phoenix riders, so it's like their energy is going up like a Care Bear, and then it creates this energetic oneness field. It's like it's one. All the energies are now in, if you can imagine it, it's in a ball. It's all in a ball. And it's energy. And now that ball of energy is, wow, I have to feel this because it feels super amazing. That ball of energy is now going to awaken in those of us that have completely opened up to the journey. Those of us that have healed, that we're ready to allow ourselves to be used. That's the from a human standpoint. That's the best way for me to explain it. And so now, like for me, I feel all of the deities, all of the entities, especially from the dark feminine. I feel them all at once. And then, so like whatever I'm being guided to do, each one just shows up. It's like I have all of their power within me. I have all of their divine knowledge within me. So whatever I need to do, I'm able to do it. And whoever needs to step up, she steps up to handle. Like, I don't even have to do anything. Each deity knows how to step up. So the energy, so if you don't understand it from a deity, you can understand it from an energy. So each energy flows through me. Like I have the energy that I need for every, oh, wow. Whew. I have the energy for everything that I need to do. And it just shows up. And for some of you, you like being physical, because I like the physical visual of the deities too. And because I don't know, it connects to my humanness. And I think a lot of us, we connect to these different entities from a, like it's spiritual, but it's also physical, if that makes sense. Which is why, some of you create altars, you burn candles, incense, just like different things are. You do meditation that connects. But like for me and where I am, I don't have to do any of those things. It's like, it's a knowing. Like I feel the energy of these different goddesses and gods. Like I feel like I'm one with them. From I know we're talking about the feminine, but I also feel it as the masculine as well. Like I feel the pure power of God. I feel the pure power of a goddess. And it also translates as I feel the fullness of a king and a queen. But for me, it's unified. It's one. And so I'm super excited to watch the transformation of ourselves, especially the divine feminines that I'm working with. And if you want to join my workshop, you are more than welcome to come over to Patreon. And it's called the Divine Feminine Workshop. But I'm super excited to assist in helping us step into our divine feminine self that's going to heal the masculine self, that's also going to bring us in union with our masculines. And just knowing that they are doing the work, that the feminine in them has arisen, so that they can be emotional and show their emotions or tap into their emotions without feeling the distortedness of the feminine, and allowing the distorted masculine of themselves to block that divine feminine from coming in. So y'all, this is really a magical time, and I just wanted to share this information with you guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Have a great day.